Hi there, welcome to Guitar Domination's Strumming Classic series. In this lesson we're doing Let It Be by the Beatles. Fairly simple song this one, just 4 chords all throughout and a simple strum pattern. Put a cap on at the 5th fret. To start with we're going to play a G chord, and I recommend playing the 4-finger version of G, which is where our 2nd finger's on the 6th string, 3rd fret, 1st finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret as usual, but our 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and our 4th finger is on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Okay, this is what I call the rock G, as opposed to a pop G, which is the 3-finger version. So play with rock G. The reason why, this allows us to change to D quite easily, which means we can leave our 3rd finger where it is throughout this change and use that 3rd finger as a pivot or an anchor. So we go from G to D. Okay, that chord change is fairly simple when you leave that 3rd finger on. Then we go to E minor. Okay, then we go to C. But I recommend you play E minor like this in the start, with your 1st finger on the 2nd fret 5th string and 2nd finger on the 2nd fret 4th string. The reason why? That allows us to leave our 2nd finger as a pivot or an anchor, and then we can just drop our 3rd and 1st fingers on for C. 3rd finger goes on the 3rd fret 5th string, and 1st finger goes on the 1st fret 2nd string. Okay, so let's just go through this again. We've done the basics. G, 3rd finger, keep it on to D, switch to E minor, 2nd finger, keep it on as a pivot to C. Okay, now we've done that, we'll add our strum pattern in, which is fairly simple. Down, down, up on the G, down, down, up on the D, down, down, up E minor, down, down, up on C. Okay, this is the first section of the song. We'll do this again. Okay, whatever you do with this song, do not rush, take your time with it, because it's a slow song anyway, and I've found teaching students over the years that always tend to rush it at first. So take your time with it, get a nice steady pace, and let's try it with me one more time. Okay, that's the first section done. The second section is similar for the first part. We've got G, D, and that's the same strum pattern as before. Then this time, instead of going to E minor, we go from D to C, and we play this little bass fill that Paul McCartney plays on the piano. So C, yeah, and then we lift our 3rd finger up, leave your 1st finger where it is, and move your 2nd finger from the 2nd fret 4th string to the 2nd fret 5th string, strum that once, lift your 2nd finger off, strum once, and then play a G. Okay, so I'll play that again at full speed so you can hear how it sounds. Okay, hopefully you recognise that from the song. I think it's quite important, even though songs were written on piano, to take a little bit of what they're doing on the piano and add it to the guitar, just to make it a little bit more interesting and more recognisable. Okay, so we've got C. Okay, when you strum these chords here, don't strum all the strings, just focus on strumming strings 5, 4 and 3. And then when you hit the G, add in string 6 as well. So this time watch my right hand. Okay, no need to strum all the strings, it'll sound rubbish. Kind of lose the effect there. Okay, and use all downstrokes for that. Right, this is our verse, what we've just done. So let's put it all together. So we've got G, down, down, up, D, E minor, C, back to G, to D, and then little bass run. Okay, so all together at normal speed. Okay, Okay, that's the verse. It comes in throughout the song quite frequently. And now we'll look at the chorus. Okay, we've got E minor to start with. We've got down, down, up as our strum pattern again. To D. Then we go C to G. Okay, now what we do, we stay on the G and we throw in the second half of the verse, which is. Okay, you might notice sometimes I play the G 3 finger, sometimes 4 finger. It doesn't really matter if you're comfortable, but if you're not comfortable, I recommend trying the 4 finger. Okay, so anyway, let's go back over that chorus again. E minor, to D, C, G, stay on the G, D, C. Okay, so don't forget you got 2 G's together almost, because you got the end of the one bar with the G and the beginning of the next bar with the G. Okay, so that's the chorus. Let's try that one more time. Okay, and that's the main 2 sections of the song done there. There is a little instrumental section in the middle, which we can do now. A little bit trickier, but we'll give it a go. Okay, so what we do here, we put our first finger on the 2nd string 1st fret, strum just 2 strings at a time throughout this section. So we strum strings 1 and 2. Okay, then keep your first finger on the 2nd string, slide it up to the 3rd fret, add your 2nd finger on at the 4th fret 3rd string, strum strings 2 and 3, bring both of those fingers back down 2 frets, strum 2 and 3 again, lift those off, strum 2 and 3 again. So we've got, okay, and that's the first part of our instrumental section. The second part is our first finger goes on the 2nd fret 3rd string, 2nd finger goes on the 3rd fret 4th string, strum strings 3 and 4 together, then lift your first finger off, slide your 2nd finger down a fret, strum 4 and 3 together, strum open 3 and 4 together, then move up to the 5th fret with your 2nd finger on the 5th string and 1st finger on the 4th string at the 4th fret. So we've got, and our last section of the instrumental section is 2nd finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, 1st finger on the 4th string 2nd fret. Strum them 2 together, 5 and 4, move them down a string, strum 6 and 5. Okay, so all together that sounds like. Okay, let's do that a couple of times. Okay, listen out for that little bit. It's just before the guitar solo in the song. First it's played on piano, then the second time it's played on the Hammond organ. Cool little bit to add in. Like I said, you don't have to play that bit, but it does make it a little bit cooler. Then we get the guitar solo, which we're not going to do in this lesson because we're keeping it simple with the strumming. But during the guitar solo, the rhythm guitar, you could just play what we played throughout the verse and play that a few times, because those are the chords, and that's all the sections for the song. So you've got verse, chorus and instrumental. And that was Let It Be by the Beatles. Classic song, great tune, everyone knows it. Learn it, sing along, play along, go play some open mic gigs, have a lot of fun with it. And if you enjoyed that one, don't forget we're doing 10 strumming classic songs in this series, all fairly simple, all just use a few different chords and a couple of simple strumming patterns. You can head to the website at guitardomination.net, have a look around there, grab yourself a free ebook and find plenty of tips on playing guitar, and that's for acoustic and electric players, rock, pop, indie, metal, pretty much anything goes there. It's all about great guitar playing and improving yourself as a guitarist. So have a lot of fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye bye.